One thing that we're definitely going to need is some extra wood for this project, and this old TV cabinet might just have some to offer. I'm going to have quite a mess to clean up, but there we go, some free wood to make speaker rings out of. Now I'm going to use my plunge router to go ahead and make a test hole and make sure that these new drivers fit. And this is probably going to be pretty close to the finished product here. Obviously I have to drill another, or cut another hole out in the box with a jigsaw so that other speaker will drop in. And while it's quite a departure from the original cabinets, I had a lot of trouble finding replacement drivers for these, and these Pioneer type GRS speakers are full range and don't require a crossover. So I thought this was going to be a pretty inexpensive way to hopefully have a decent sounding pair of speakers. So we'll see how the end product turns out here in just a minute. Alright, here's the current progress on these Frankenstein speakers I'm making. I had to offset the driver to one side of the cabinet like that because of the speaker protection module in the front. There's kind of a hole in the box that I couldn't really figure out what to do with otherwise. So anyways, this is the mock-up. Now I need to go ahead and permanently install these rings and wire up the speakers and come up with something to replace the speaker terminals that are on here right now. Alright, before I finish these speakers up and show you guys the finished product, I want to talk about the drivers I ended up using. I'm going with two of these 8-inch speakers in each cabinet. These are GRS full range speakers. They have a paper cone and foam surround and a whizzer cone for a tweeter. The frequency response on these is advertised as being from 39 Hz to 16,000 Hz. And they're some of the cheapest speakers you can buy, but reviews were very good. I was having a lot of trouble finding the correct size replacement speakers for these cabinets. The woofers in them were really advertised as an 8-inch, but were more like a 7-inch, but a little bit bigger. And I just ended up wanting to go a different direction, and I didn't want to spend a lot of money. So I have a grand total of $82 in these cabinets right now, I think. But I'm pretty eager to go ahead and get it all hooked up and see how it sounds, so I'll be back here in just a second. Well, I couldn't help myself. I got one speaker put together and I had to go ahead and take a listen to it, and so far so good. These GRS Pioneer type speakers are very, very efficient, and check out the size comparison between them and my other Frankenstein speakers. But I'll go ahead and get the second one together and we'll do a quick listening test. If anyone's wondering what I ended up using for speaker terminals, I just recycled the center holes from the rings I cut out and put some hardware through it. Definitely a little bit homebrew, but it works just fine. Now to play some music. A few final thoughts on these GRS full range speakers. They really do sound great, especially for the low price you pay. These are on sale currently for $11 and change a piece. My only complaint is I wish they would put the little gasketing ring on both sides of the basket instead of just the front, because I found that the basket warped a little bit when I tightened down on it, and I do think I'm getting a little bit of air leaks. It's not audible if it is, but it just doesn't seem to be as flush all the way around as it could be. But other than that, I don't have any complaints. These drivers are very, very efficient. Now that I have both cabinets hooked up, it just sounds outstanding to me, especially considering these are definitely Frankenstein budget speakers, and please don't flame me too much for it, but I really enjoy the way these speakers sound. And I'll go ahead and do a little bonus bass sweep for you guys to hear.